Alright, here we go. Welcome back to IDigIt. This is what I dug 2 days ago, November 9th. Today's actually Remembrance Day. So I'll go through these bottles and other artifacts. I got them kind of sorted out into 3 different shades of colors in the background there. The grayish bottles and some of the sunglass or amethyst glass is actually starting to churn already from exposure to daylight. And then over towards the right I got some of the light aqua colored bottles and then a mishmash in the front. Today's finds in total there's about 20 bottles there and other artifacts, and they range in dates from the 1860s or older to 1920s, probably 1930s actually, with one bottle in there. So quite a mishmash of different ages. So let's get started. Start with the ones in the front because they're easy to reach. Let's get it to focus here. Alright, so this one, I wasn't sure what it was except for the fact I knew it was stoneware. You can see it's really cracked up. It's a cold cream, from what I understand, or maybe toothpaste paste. It's missing the lid. Didn't find the lid. Would have been nice. That's the second one of these that I've dug. It's damaged, so I'll keep it anyways. It's a nice piece, and like I said, I've only dug 2 of these, so there you go. And underneath that, I cleaned it up a little bit. Get it to focus here. Doesn't like the dark objects. Hopefully you can see some of that pattern. It's a floral pattern. I think it was either a belt buckle cover or I was thinking pendant cover or part of a pendant, but pretty large for a pendant. I'm not a metal guy. I'm interested in it. I watch the metal detectors on YouTube, so I'm learning a little bit. Tried to look this one up, didn't find the pattern or what it was exactly, so my guess pretty much is as good as yours at this point. So if somebody knows, leave me some information in the comments. Next, first one of these I've actually dug. Not a stopper, I mean, but a bulbous stopper like this. This is a blown glass. Nice stopper. It's probably 1890's. Would have loved to have found the bottle to it. Didn't even find broken pieces to the bottle. So, but I'll keep the stopper. Next item, might as well stick with the stoppers. We got another Girton, which was HP sauce. I think I did one of these on the first video. This is my second video, by the way. So yeah, Girton's HP sauce stopper. Probably 1890s. That's from the same layer as the other 1880s, 1890s bottles that I was digging out. And the mason jar lid. Patented starting date was 1856, if you can read that. Get my hand out of the way. All the way through to, I think it was 68, yeah. 68. So, I don't know if that's how long the patent ran, or whether that's the contents of the jar at that time. I don't know. Don't know a lot about mason jar lids, and all the mason jars I find are smashed and gone. Usually it's the lids that I find that are left over, just like this one here. First, I kept this one even though it's cracked, because it's the first TG company lid that I found. I've probably found about 100 mason jar lids at this point, mostly crowns in my area. But this is the first TG, or it could be actually TC, just looking at it now. Didn't find out anything about TG and company. And another stopper. None of these had the original bottles to go with them, unfortunately. But maybe I'll match them to a bottle later on. That was a nice stopper. Probably for a jar of sorts. And I just, normally I wouldn't keep something so banged up. This one looked like it had been floating around in the water for a while before they threw it down the embankment to bury it. It was really roughed up. A lot of sick glass on it. Got a lot of character. That's why I hung on to it. That was it for the stoppers. Moving on. Probably wondering why I kept this broken piece of glass. Well, it's my first pontil, which I was pumped about. I think that's open pontil. I haven't checked that out either, but I'm guessing open pontil. And you see a lot of the bubbles in it, even the tiny little bubbles. Really nice color, vibrant blue, like an ultra blue or something. And that's as far as that went. Digging for about 2.5 years. This is the first pontil-scared bottle that I've found. So, even though it's broken, I'm going to keep it as a reminder that I've gotten this close. So that dates 1860s or older from what I understand. And it was mixed in with 1890s, 1880s, and on top of that, 1920s, 30s bottles. So, pretty crazy mix. Alright. My only milk glass to show this time. Try to show the embossing. So this is, start at the beginning. I've turned a little bit too far there. So Ingram's Milkweed Cream. That's a nice little bottle, and it's base embossed. The patent and date on this one, apparently, I think it was 1897 to 1898. So gives you a pretty good age of this bottle within a couple of years, which normally you can't do that. Nice little bottle, probably worth about $10, maybe $15, stretching it. This was one of my favorite finds this time. Beautiful little inky. If you'll notice, and I'll turn it a couple of times here, there's no bubbles in it. From what I just read, the reason there's no bubbles in this little inky is because with the molds they used to blow these, it was cast so quick that very few bubbles were formed in the glass itself. You can see a couple of them. There's one up on the brim or up on the shoulder. The top's really nice and crude. Look at that. They kind of shaped it on that side, but they filled on the other side, so I'm happy with that. Nice crude bottle. No base embossing, no embossing at all. It's a slick, but I'll be hanging on to that one. Love the emerald green color, and it's a nice bottle overall. Alright, in the background, let's start with light aquas. This is a newer bottle. The mold seam goes all the way to the top, and it is embossed on the bottom. WR company, and I've forgotten about this guy already, but that's a pretty common mark on the base of bottles. They produced a lot of bottles. 1920s, maybe 1910s. That's a $2 bottle. A lot of these slicks are $1 or $2 if you're lucky. I still hang on to them. Like I said before, I don't mind the odd slick. That one I probably wouldn't have in hindsight, but I wanted to find out about the WR, which apparently I've forgotten about it anyways. And here we have good old Castoria, which apparently bottle diggers pitch to the side regularly because they're so common. And then you have Chase H. Fletcher. And they came in another name earlier on. This is the latter name of the company. And the mold seam goes all the way to the top. It's that's probably worth $3 to $5. It's in pretty good shape. There's some sick glass, a couple of bubbles, so it's not perfected yet. Which I would think maybe with the cork, probably 1910's. Next, another one of these. I did one of these in the first video. Non-such manufacturing company. It was a stove dressing, or a wood stove dressing. It's got some bubbles. This one's older than the first one that I showed. Nice bottle. Also quite common. I've dug a lot of these. I'd probably say out of the hundreds of bottles I've dug, I've probably dug about 20 of these so far. At least this one's a little bit older. And it's got that color to it, a little bit of aqua. Actually more green than anything. And then smooth base. So compared to the one from yesterday, this one's probably 1890's. Moving into the amethyst glass. This was kind of a nice inky square with so this is Diamond Ink Company. Diamond Ink was the first company to produce square ink bottles, which apparently was quite successful. This one too, 1890's, I would suspect. Nice little inky. I like the inkies. So I'll probably be hanging on to that for my collection. Most of what I'm showing you, maybe 3 or 4 bottles I'll actually hang on to. The rest are on their way out at some point. Here we go, another little either apothecary medicine, could be a food jar. A lot of these bottles are actually reused over and over and over again for different products. 1890's. I didn't go too crazy cleaning this one up. Find a lot of these, and it's not that old and it's not that crude, so. And here we go with another one that I've shown you before. This one's a king oval. Better turn it over so it's easier to read. There's the king oval. Sick glass on it. Really hard to get out unless you get it professionally cleaned. And some of it actually eats away at the glass itself, so you're not going to get it out. You have to actually smooth the glass out or polish the glass to remove it. And I'm not going to go through that trouble for a $2 bottle. But yeah, these are probably one of the most common bottles that I dig up. But I like to throw one into the mix, just to give you a good sample of what I find out there. And this is an older oval medicine. Has the manufacturer mark on the bottom. And it's turning slightly pink already. It's probably hard to see. The base kind of, you can see it a little bit in the base there. If I left it out longer, you'd definitely see it, but we're not going to go there. This one's 1890s, whereas the other one I just showed you is probably early 1900s. Another inky. This one's a Carter's, and I think I showed you a Carter's, the exact same one with the other finds from a couple days ago. Yeah, Carter's. Maybe a $5 inky. Screw top, 1910s, 1920s. And an even more modern, I guess, vintage inky. This one is Yardley, and I have found some Yardleys before. This one might even date up to 1930s, 40s. Glass is really clean, no bubbles, no imperfections, no stretch marks. I guess I lied, there's a couple of bubbles right there. But pretty clean, and I'm pretty sure it's fairly new. 1930s, I'd say. Best guess. A lot of inkies in this dig. And here's another one. This is clear glass now. multi-use bottle. Cork top. Alright, something a little more exciting. So we got W. Hoyt Perfumers, Lowell, Mass, USA. So this US bottle made it into Canada. It's a perfume bottle. I think it's worth about $15–20 from what I could see online currently, eBay. Cork top. First one for me. I've never found one of these before. Line goes all the way to the top, so it's newer. But that's okay. I like it. It's got character. Nice full front of embossing, so good stuff. This one here, I'm sure you can see that. I may have done that damage by making the mistake of not using lukewarm water when cleaning it, unfortunately. I've never found this bottle before, and I'm not sure about the identity of this bottle. It has the insignia with the TJ and Company on the front. Nothing else on it. Smooth base, kind of cupped, and a long neck to it, which is nice. Stretch marks on it a little bit. Anybody knows anything about this one, please leave any information in the comments as well. It would be appreciated. I think it might have been a cologne or a perfume. And then there were three. Back to the Nervaline. Showed you one in the first video. If I can get it to show it. Having a hard time getting it to show off the writing. It's got a lot of sick glass. Anyways, it's another Nervaline Catarazone, Kingston, Ontario. This one is older than the other one that I found. It's got some stretch marks on the neck. Quite a common bottle, but a nice bottle. Clear. No markings on the base. Smooth. Good bottle. $5 to $10. I don't find them that often. This is probably one of the more exciting bottles because it actually has the stopper still. And it's a brass stopper with the original cork. And when I lifted it out, there's a patent date on the inside of the stopper. Still somewhat legible, although I wasn't able to make it out. It's nice to have the original stopper. It's a Harmony of Boston, which was a perfume. Apparently Rexall manufactured these for their own business. It's about a $20 bottle. And the final one, a rather large, slick medicine, window pane medicine. Nice one. I don't think I've found one this big before. Double collar. Smooth all the way around, slick all the way around. Lots of impurities. It's got a nice ding there, but that's actually that happened during the manufacturing. Nice bottle. It's about a $5 bottle, maybe 10. Alright, well thanks again, and I'll be coming out with some new videos as I do some more digs. And that's it for now. Thanks.